This is Jonathan and Robert from Rose City Recumbent Cycles in Portland, Oregon, and today we're going to show you a Lightning P-38. This is a classic design, and it's been around nearly 30 years. One of the reasons why it's a classic is because this recumbent is so versatile. First, I wanted to point out that this particular one comes equipped with disc brakes, the hollow forged Energy FSA cranks. These bikes take a triple very well. They shift well in every gear. The chain management system uses a two idler system, and then it has a catch guard down here. And that's all designed to keep the chain away from the frame. This one's a very quiet drivetrain, which is important in the recumbent world. The next thing I want to show you is the frame itself, which is a hand-built, brazed, hand-finished, made in the US. This is a beautiful work of art. So one of the things I wanted to point out about the P-38 is the position of the seat versus the cranks. This used to be considered a very high crank set, but now because of some of the other designs out there, it's not so high. It's really very good all around because it sits just a couple inches over the seat itself. So it makes a very comfortable upright view of the road, and still you can apply a lot of power. Also important is how this seat is made. It's an actual mesh seat with padding on the bottom. It's a nice combination of ventilation, which sometimes on recumbents your back gets really hot, especially on warm days. This breathes well, it's comfortable, it takes a lot of the bumps out. The other thing that seat does that's very important is it triangulates the frame. You can see where it's bolted on here. These seats come off if you want to transport them, but when you bolt them in, it adds another structural member to the frame, making it very strong. Another thing to point out here is the kickstand. A lot of recumbents will not take a kickstand. This one takes a normal upright kickstand, and it's a 305 length, but it works very well. I always recommend it for recumbents, especially if you're carrying any sort of weight. It'll take a rack in the back, so this bike is equally suited for touring, light touring. It's just a good all-around machine. In fact, that's what makes it so legendary. So Lightning does the Lightning P-38 does have some adjustability in the boom, but each one of these are made for your exact X scene. And so what Tim tries to do at Lightning is make it with as short as boom as you need to keep the weight down. One thing to point out too is it may be hard to tell by the photo, but this is an aluminum boom in the chromoly frame. So that gives you some adjustment, and for most people he makes it exactly for you. Because of the way this frame is designed, it is a very lightweight frame. The triangulation, the smaller chromoly tubes, so it is one of the lightest recumbents out there. About 25 to 25.5 pounds depending on how you configure it, but that makes it easy to use every day.